Hello and welcome to this tutorial for setting up an event for Assetto Corsa. First, you open up your server manager of Assetto Corsa in your Steam library. You open up and you have the settings here, like basic settings, manager description, assists, realism, advanced settings, which you don't need to handling at all because you don't have dedicated server, voting and banning system, and dynamic track as well. Realism, you can change your fuel rate, damage rate, tire wear rate as well. You can allow stability aid, you just tick the box, same as the auto clutch as well. ABS and traction control as well, you can have several settings for it. Now, but the basic settings, you don't need to change anything here, since it's always going to be the same thing, like the name, password, and admin password as well. I just take the save preset that I have here, which you can see it's everything is laid out like completely as a standard. Now if you go to sessions, you have options for booking, practice, qualify, and race. Now booking, I don't know what is being needed for, I don't tick that box at all. We go always straight to the practice. So practice, qualify, and race. Practice time, as you see, is 10 minutes, qualifying time is 10 minutes as well, and race time lapse is also 10. Racing minutes for extra, you can add more. Race overtime as well, 180 seconds. Race wait time is about 1 minute as usual, and join tab is always open, so you don't need to qualify or to practice in order to join in. Time of day, for example, is 12:30, and you can change it to whatever you like. But there's no nighttime, so I don't really see what make difference to change what time it is. Multiplier, I don't understand that settings at the moment, and you see you can add what type of conditions that you can have. Like for example, base road temperature, it can affect on grip, can decrease it or increase it, depends what settings you choose. Same as the base wind, as you can see here, max speed, minimum speed, and direction as well. Now tracks, at the moment I don't know how to set up a multiple events. It's just going to be one event, so you need to choose one map at a time or one at a time. So for example, I'm going to choose as usual JD's favorite is going to be Spa, and I'll allow for it to be 20 slots to join, like 20 players can join to the server, and it is very important to keep on 20, because if you go to the cars in the entry list, you have the enabled cars that you have to tick, and you have the liveries of each model that you pick. For example, if I tick off the BMW, as you can see, it just disappears. Same here, the Alfa Romeo, and is the Mercedes. Here you go. Now if I choose, like, let's go back to the Mercedes, you have like 12 different of liveries, so you just tick all of them, which livery you want to add, and you can put you can put the same livery as well, doesn't matter, it will add on. Now, as you can see, we have entry list preview here at 20 of 20. We have 20 cars. Now, bear in mind that since we have 20 slots, 20 players, we need minimum 20 cars then. But you can't go beyond that. There's no other options. So you have to make sure that the number of entry lists have to be at least the minimum will be 0, I assume, or 1, but it can't go beyond 20. Since you have 20 players, so the entry list have to be 20 as well, otherwise it will not work. Or it's just gonna be, if I just add more, it will only count the first 20 cars. Beyond that, it will not count. Now, my suggestion is do not tick every car that you want, because it will be just messy how to pick your liveries. Just pick the cars that you want to that will be participated, pick the livery, and that's it. Now to the advanced options, at the moment I don't know how to handle this FTP data and the server plugin. since this is completely new to me. I usually only do it manually all the time, so you don't need to fiddle with this at all. If you want any help from the Assetto Corsa website, there is a manual as well. It's not really that helpful in my opinion, but you can check if you want to add some stuff manually as well. Everything is here according to them. Now, in order to upload to the server, so what you do is just export to a folder. I have a folder here, Assetto Corsa server config. Pick this up, see just OK. There's already a file over there, so I just overwrite it and server copy it correctly. Now, if you go there, just here, it makes two files, two notepads, entry list and server config. If you go inside, you'll see it writes down the name, the car, the config track, the track which is spa, password, admin password as well. You can change everything here. There's no problem at all. So what you do is just copy from cars the whole way down, like so. Copy, move to the server. Just write down your password and username, and as you can see, we are here. Now, if you go to game servers, we have the server here. 20 slots Assetto Corsa. There's no players at the moment. You have the options of changing some stuff here. Steam update, web console, and current activity. My mod manager also is added here. So what you do, you go config files, and you have the two files here, the server config and the entry list. Simply, you just get in here, as you see the name of the our server. You start from cars, go down, just paste it, and you can see it just changed spa, and the only car is our the Mercedes. You just save like this, and that's it. Now for the entry list, if you go backwards, it is the liveries that you use, the type of models that you use. As you see, car 10, 11, 12, 14, 15. All those liveries that we pick now has been registered as model as the car to pick. So just copy all of it. Go all the way down. You can copy out on 29. As you can see, we added 29 cars, but you really can't use the 29 cars. You just going to need the 19 car. Because the first car is car 0, so the last car will be car 19. You can't go beyond that. These models will not be included. Just copy it, go back, paste, and the Mercedes list has been updated. You just save it, go back to game server, just restart the server. Now I'm looking for our server. I write down GTX or ENG, and here you go, you will find it. And as you can see, there's ENG Mercedes-Benz 20 cars are available, and it's already started, like counting down to practice. Now, what if we want to just change the track but keep the cars? What you do, if we go to server config, you'll see here that the track is spa at the moment. Now there's a config track as well, which is indicates is it Indy or GP or international. For example, it is we're gonna race in Silverstone. So if you don't know the name exactly, you just go to server manager again, and you have the maps here. So let's, for example, let's pick where is it? Silverstone GP, for example. Picked it. We just export it again. Close the notepads. Okay, overwrite. Okay, that's it. Even if we go to the server config, it exported as a config, a GP KS-Silverstone. Now you copy the config track and the track as well. Just go back, configuration config files, server config, and you just change the track, and that's it. Now, if you know this, the file name and the track which is GP or INDI, it's going to be much more easier to do this. You just save it, game server, and reboot the server. Now, if we back to the game, refresh it. Here you go, Silverstone GP already started. As you can see, the car list is ready. And that's it for the tutorial. I hope you fully understand it, and if you have any complaints, just go to Napalm, because I can't bear the responsibility of it. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.